I want to talk to you. There's First off, this book is amazing, and if you get a chance to pick it up, I highly recommend that you pick it up. But I want to talk to you about something that has been bothering me, and it's about hurting yourself. Not hurting yourself, but the way that we think about things, the way that we replay things in our minds. And you know what? I'm going out on a limb and saying that we do that. If you don't do that, well, you are lucky, because I do it a lot. I replay conversations. I replay, reflect on things that have happened in the past, and actually wrote a note here in this book, in this chapter. Holding on to the past, holding on to the wrongs of others hurts you more than them. And I got to tell you what, that is something I really needed to know right now. And it's a really good reminder, because I keep on playing these old conversations that happened. I'm experiencing waves of challenges, and one of the things is old conversation with someone that I used to call a friend, and it just keeps on repeating itself over and over. Like, oh, I should have said this. I could have did that. What if I did this instead? What if I worded these? Like, what if I said that? But at the end of the day, that's not bothering them. It's a distraction. It's a distraction that's distracting me from achieving my goals. It's a distraction from me thinking strategically for my clients or in my business. It's a distraction that's draining my good, happy, all these good feelings that I have inside of me. That's just draining, because it was a negative event. It didn't end well, and there's no going back. So I've outgrown certain people in my life. I am no longer the version that they thought I was, and this new version of me, I'm not saying that I'm arrogant or anything, but I'm focused on bigger things. I'm focused on my job. I'm focused on my business, which is my job. I don't have PTO time. I can't just, I can take off whenever, but I have to work. I'm going to take phone calls for my clients. I'm going to answer emails for my clients. Excuse me. So, I'm going to do these things. I'm not interested in spending 3 hours watching the NFL draft, or getting together and getting hammered with a bunch of buddies from high school to watch wrestling. I don't give a shit about any of that. I care about growing my business. I care about self growth. I care about being the best version that I can. I care about achieving big goals. I care about thinking about big goals that I can achieve. I wonder how far I can go, and what action steps I need to take to get there. But when I'm thinking about old things, when I'm thinking about past conversations, when I'm thinking about negative things that happened in my life in the past, and it revolves around a friendship or a relationship that was really deep rooted, well, I gotta cut those roots. I gotta dig them up. I gotta dig them up and cut them out and get that tree out of here, because that is a distraction from everything that I could achieve, from everything that I could be focused on, from everything that could make me better, from everything that could allow me to grow. Oh, water is so delicious. But if I stay rooted in those thoughts that circle around and around and replay, then I'm distracted from the work at hand. I'm distracted from what I could do, what I could be doing. If you're having those thoughts, the first off, let me just say, the more aware you are, the more aware you become. And the more aware I am, the more aware I become. And as soon as I find myself in this moment, I stop myself. I'm like, stop it. Come on, man. Jared, we're past this. There's nothing that can change it. There's no reason. There is zero reason why we should be focused on this conversation right now. We need to be working on this part of our business. We need to be doing this thing for our client. We need to be putting together this proposal. We need to be doing this or that. And the more I can catch myself doing these things, the sooner I can tell myself to drop it. Because this type of distraction is an emotional killer and can actually this be a long-term issue and stop us from moving forward with our goals. And if you're an entrepreneur like I am hungry. I am hungry to grow. I'm hungry to continue to evolve. I'm hungry to be the best person that I can be, and I can't do any of those things. I cannot satisfy that hunger if I am focused on something that I cannot change that happened months ago. And it is what it is. And whatever happens, happens. So hopefully you're not being as distracted as I am. But if you are, the more aware you are, the more aware you become. As soon as you find yourself in that loop of conversation, stop yourself and remind yourself that there's nothing you can change. There's no going back. And that's okay, because you are on this evolution of change. You're on this evolution of growth. And you have these ideas, these goals that no one else has, and they're big. And you're excited, but you got to stay focused. You got to stay focused on those things. So, hopefully this video was helpful for you. Again, this book is amazing. Short stories, very good, like lessons, I would say. A lot of reminders, but man, and it's an easy read. The only thing I think it's sold, I don't know. You'll figure it out, but I highly recommend you pick up that book. If you like this content, like and subscribe for more. Like it. If you're an entrepreneur and you need help with your business, let me know. I'm a good dot connector or idea person. I'd love to help you out if it makes sense for us to have a conversation. Or just drop a comment and I'll leave a comment. Or I'll create a video leaving a comment. Oh, those are fun. I've done that before. But hey, thank you so much for joining me on this ride. I appreciate it.